You know, our planet is this incredible, complex machine. It's run by these massive, interconnected systems that literally make everything we know possible. So today, we're going to explore two of the most critical parts: the world of water and, well, the world of life.
Let's start with just one number, 71%. Any ideas? What do you think that represents? It's the key to understanding one of Earth's most dominant features, the very thing that makes our little blue marble so unique in the universe.
That's right, 71% is the amount of our planet's surface that's covered by water. And all of that water, every single ocean, river, cloud, and ice cap, all of it makes up what scientists call the hydrosphere. It is, quite literally, our water world.
But here's the catch. Not all this water is the same. The hydrosphere is really split into two very, very unequal teams. You've got salt water and you've got fresh water. And the imbalance is just staggering. Salt water makes up almost all of it, leaving this tiny, tiny fraction of fresh water to support pretty much all life on land.
I mean, just look at that. That tiny little sliver represents all the fresh water on Earth. Only 3.5%. Everything we need to drink, to grow our food, to survive, it all comes from that tiny fraction. Really puts things into perspective, doesn't it? So we know this fresh water is unbelievably precious. But think about it for a second. The rivers and lakes that we see, they can't possibly account for all of that 3.5%. So it kind of begs the question, right? Where is the rest of it hiding?
When you picture fresh water, what comes to mind? Probably a huge lake, maybe a powerful river. But is that really where most of it is stored?
The answer might actually surprise you. The vast majority of it isn't flowing in rivers or sitting in lakes at all. It's frozen solid, locked away in a form that most of us don't see every day.
We find it in glaciers. We're talking about these massive bodies of ice, found in the polar regions and way up on high mountains. They're basically Earth's giant freshwater reservoirs, a critical and frozen piece of the hydrosphere. But ice isn't the only hiding place. Nope. The next largest freshwater reserve is actually right underneath our feet. It's called groundwater. This is all the water that is seeped down through the soil and into layers of rock that act kind of like a sponge, collecting in these huge underground reservoirs. And this groundwater collects in these underground layers called aquifers. You can really think of them like giant, natural, underground sponges, just soaking up and storing this vital resource deep, deep beneath the surface. It's a hidden, but absolutely massive part of our global water system.
Okay, so we've got all this water, but what's it all for? Well, that brings us to our second major system, the biosphere. This is the world of life. It's the zone of air, land, and water where every living thing on Earth exists, and it's all powered by the hydrosphere we just talked about. Now, the biosphere isn't just one big habitat. It's organized into these distinct communities called biomes. A biome is really just a large-scale environment that's defined by its specific climate and, of course, the types of plants and animals that have adapted to live there. And the diversity of these biomes is just incredible. I mean, the biosphere has everything from scorching deserts and dripping rainforests to vast grasslands and rich wetlands. Each one is its own unique world with its own set of rules for survival. So, for example, take a look at this map of Earth's desert biome. It shows you exactly how these life zones are distributed across the globe, all shaped by massive forces like climate patterns and geography.
So we have the hydrosphere, the world of water, and the biosphere, the world of life. And here's the most important thing to take away from all of this. These two systems are not separate, not at all. They are deeply, fundamentally connected. One cannot exist as we know it without the other.
And this leaves us with one final big question to think about. We know water shapes life. I mean, a desert versus a rainforest is pretty clear proof of that. But how does life shape water? It's this constant, dynamic dance between these two incredible systems. So, what do you think is the most critical link that holds it all together?